how Jtails was doing against Emukiller in teams yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, man. Jtails and Wes. These guys, the DA boys, man, they've been training together since the early days of Brawl even. Wes kind of took Jtails in under his wing back in the day when he was still a new player. And he's like, I see some potential in this dude. And they started teaming, and their synergy is amazing. And Emukiller and Rolex, just two, like, obelisks of Smash talent in Project M, man. And Jtails and Wes got them to Game 3 last hit, man. It was a super close set. Maybe not quite last hit. I think Rolex and Emu were both alive in the end of it. But still, and Jtails was putting on a show, man. I've never seen him play Project M before, and he plays Zero Suit of all characters. She's not even like a character most people consider high tier, let alone top. And he was putting in the work, man. We also saw Emukiller go up against Bleach, or aka Bleachy Zero Suit from New Jersey at a couple hitbox tournaments. Or actually, no, just one hitbox tournament last week, this past week actually, and he took a game. Bleach took a game with Zero Suit, and everyone was saying like, wow, like Bleach must be the best Zero Suit. But then after that team's result from yesterday, maybe Jtails has a claim to the title, and we're gonna see how that plays out right now in this set. Final destination for Game 1.
All right, so let's see what Jtails is going to use to combat the teleport hover nair, which is what most Mewtwo's usually go towards. Oh, wow. It looks like he probably used the Samus's Emukiller.
Yeah, that's one of her two really key moves in beating that teleport. Not only does neutral air hit on both sides, but also her forward smash does, and it has huge range on the ground and also quite improved knockback from what it was in Brawl.
Wow, Emukiller is just so slick, catching Jtails off of his back row with that Shadow Ball. But now Jtails doing a pretty good job of just getting a couple nice juggles here and there. And it looks like Emukiller cannot air dodge or teleport out of those. Wow. Emukiller did not have a double jump. Okay, okay. Jtails.
That's the stock, but also Emukiller poised to take a stock of his own right now. Oh,
wow!
And bringing her all the way out there. No jump left for poor Zero Suit Samus, and stocks are even. Now it looks like a Brawl match. 3 stocks, 0% for both players. And great hover, rising neutral air from Emukiller. And another. Catching Jtails trying to charge that paralyzer gun.
Really good stuff by Jtails. Wow! Catching him out of the teleport with the paralyzer gun.
I thought Mewtwo was supposed to be the psychic here.
Wow, but it seems like Jtails is probably able to see the future as himself.
Oh, good up air out of shield to respond to that Chun-Li stomp on his shield. One of Zero Suit's safest moves being that down air. Super quick, pops you up for combos. Oh, some close combat interactions there. Crouch cancel down tilt from Jtails, ends up winning it. Oh, wow, great up tilt. That's another move that covers both sides of her up tilt, actually. Honestly, just by analyzing the tools these characters have, it seems like Zero Suit is a good choice to combat Mewtwo. Yeah, she can outrange him with her whip, which is huge. Almost no character can do that.
And it looks like he has a lot of free conversions off of a lot of moves that, you know, launch Mewtwo into the air. Mewtwo being a floaty character, you know, by the time you try to reach him, he's already able to teleport out back into the neutral game.
Yeah, for most characters, that is one of their greatest weaknesses in combating Mewtwo. However, for Zero Suit, she has such long reach that up B and up smash can catch him while he's, you know, quote-unquote too far away, for most characters at least. And, oh, the up throw. Very unfortunate also is that Zero Suit's super light and not a fast faller, so that up throw is going to take care of her pretty reliably.
Yep, we're going to have to see Jtails make sure that he doesn't allow, there you go, just don't allow him to teleport in freely and apply pressure, because once he gets those teleport approaches in there, that's when he makes it really hard for Jtails. Jtails just needs to keep sticking out those active moves, the side B, the neutral air, and even the back air at the right time. Good stuff, just tossing out that paralyzer gun. He's making, oh, that was so smart by Emukiller. He waited for him to whiff the side B and then use the teleport.
And I was just about to talk about how good the side B is against Mewtwo, being that it's one of the few moves to truly outrange him. However, if you wait for that startup, because it is slow on startup, bam, teleport behind, punish.
Very smart stuff by Emukiller. I'm enjoying this match a lot. And that was a really key role by Jtails, because if he stood there and blocked, that would have been free hover air pressure out of a teleport by Emukiller.
Exactly, and he has to eat the mix-up afterward. Man, that Shadow Ball to teleport is just so potent for Mewtwo, but Jtails showing some really, really amazing tactics to get around it. Oh, and she has such a little hop after the Tether Edgehog. Emukiller unable to capitalize on it. Oh, again getting these side Bs to back her, but he's limited.
That was really good DI by Emukiller. Man.
Nuppy! Oh my god.
So sick, pulling him down into the blast zone. Nice back roll.
Now, you guys have to understand, I watch Emukiller go through tournaments without dropping a single set and even a single game oftentimes, literally like every week. So to see him on the brink of losing a game is exciting in its own right, but I mean, I can't root against the kid. He's a hometown hero for me, hailing from New Jersey as well.
Right now, Jtails needs to be careful because this might, if Jtails gives him the opportunity, Emukiller will toss out the Shadow Ball.
Yes.
Might catch a back roll. Oh, there it is. And there it is.
That Shadow Ball is it's a fun tool from YouTube because, you know, obviously, you know, it's a great move. It has plenty of uses. It's only projectile, but also between stocks, you know, when the opponent is dying, he charges that up. That either means a free 25% on their fresh stock, or if he's the one coming back, you know, and the opponent is ahead, it's a free KO if you get that. So very important to have that charged Shadow Ball on deck, and oh my god, so much damage every time it connects. Nice, just catching Jtails as he's shooting the Paralyzer gun, and now it looks like Emukiller's just trying to react to Jtails from mid-range with teleport fares. Wow, Jtails gonna have to mix up what he does from mid-range against Emukiller. Emukiller, great adaptation, especially on the last stock. Jtails was doing really well, but at some point he finally started to catch Jtails, dare I say it, flowchart to beat his Mewtwo. Yeah, he definitely he figured out the pattern, so to speak. And let's see what Jtails is going to do to adapt in the second game. We got a smaller stage featuring a platform this time. So that's definitely already something I'd say is in Jtails' favor. FD definitely allows Mewtwo so much room to just go nuts with teleports and Shadow Balls.
Wow, and I'm liking this. Jtails definitely switching it up, trying to be more aggressive instead of spacing out the Paralyzer.
I love that falling up air from Jtails, utilizing the horizontal reach that move offers. Her forward air doesn't quite cut it, and wow, great up tilt.
Did you notice how Jtails rolled behind him and up tilted? Isn't that a Brawl tactic?
Yes, Zero Suit's forward roll is actually super solid, and they didn't change it at all between Brawl and PM. So yeah, really good frame data on that, and then up tilt comes out in I believe 3 frames, covers both sides of her, has 2 hits. It's a little bit unsafe on block, but that also requires them to react to it properly. So Jtails putting up a really solid fight. Emukiller, no slouch himself. This man is the man to beat after his Skatar 3 victory.
And here we go. Jtails trying his best to see if he can recover on stage. Nice! I like this by Emukiller, recognizing that the last time Jtails recovered from the tether as Emukiller was on the edge, he tried to go for a fair, but he couldn't reach. So this time he went for the confusion and was able to convert afterwards, taking off Jtails' first stock.
I love that usage of up smash by Jtails, as TK calls it the French tickler. Calling Mewtwo's teleport above him, and I mean, that move has so much range. Mewtwo cannot contest it, and like, you see how big that tail is on Mewtwo, man, and he is not used to being outranged.
Yes, that tail can be considered a sword. You need to be careful.
Oh, also very important for Zero Suit in this matchup is her Paralyzer gun on the ground. The bullet it shoots is transcendent, meaning it functions like a laser. It'll pass through everything, nothing will cancel it out, but it also won't cancel out other things. So Mewtwo, normally used to being able to use his tail and just his normals and Shadow Balls to clank with other projectiles, other moves, doesn't work with Zero Suit's neutral beam.
Now, one thing Jtails needs to be careful on is the fact that every time he's approaching Emukiller, as Emukiller is charging the Shadow Balls, Emukiller can easily just jump cancel and then start teleporting and trying to catch him with a hover up air. Now these up airs, he can change it into multiple up airs, and when he lands, get an up tilt and just send Jtails back into the air again and possibly take off the stock.
Jtails, oh, so sad. He had the read there with the dash forward through him, pivot grab, calling Emukiller to roller spot dodge, but Emukiller's roll lasted so long. Mewtwo's roll is a very long-lasting one.
Wow.
And he got out of it.
Oh, wow! Crazy stuff by Jtails. I'm loving the mix-ups here.
He's running the comeback right now.
Oh, that was scary.
Gets on stage, yeah, that was definitely scary. Because sometimes her up B is finicky with when it grabs the ledge. So, oh no.
Oh, double jump.
And that's
unfortunate.
That's one of the crucial aspects of high-level Smash, man. Reading when your opponent is going to double jump, knocking them out of it, that automatically cuts off most of their recovery options.
Yep, leaving them to commit only to their up B. Now, good job by Jtails back airing Emukiller off stage, but Emukiller fading towards the stage from a high altitude. Here we go. I like that, teleporting out of that Paralyzer pressure.
Trying to get out of trouble, but Zero Suit very quick. Her chases are quite real.
Nice, I love that by Emukiller. Trying to go out there and then faking out Jtails, getting back into center stage.
All right, Jtails establishes some ground. He's got Emukiller on the ledge, but we have seen that with a teleport and a projectile, being on the ledge, not even that bad of a position for Emukiller sometimes. And plus, you know, he's got that whoop, whoop, whoop to keep refreshing over and over again and keep himself safe. And he has a 2-stock lead.
Wow, what an amazing juggle. 3 straight up airs, almost got that Shadow Ball, but Jtails responds back with the hard-hitting aerial to the face, and Emukiller had no jumps remaining. Good catch by Jtails. Here we go.
And now we've got Jtails really on the brink of death here. Emukiller, 2 Virgin stocks right now. He is not looking in any sort of immediate danger, but Zero Suit, also one of those characters that once she touches you, she will destroy you. And if he gets hit by the down smash or a paralyzer, I mean, comboing Mewtwo is no different than comboing Bowser at that point.
But I believe this just might be Jtails' final stock, and of course, just like Emukiller does at the Hitbox Arena matches, he runs right off stage and self-destructs when he wins.
That's definitely one of his little trademarks. I don't even know why. I think it's just like a, whatever kind of thing. Like, you know, I don't even care about this game, you know.
But that was a really good match. I enjoyed it. Jtails definitely showed a lot of promise, but Emukiller, man, that guy, he's
so solid, man.
So good, man.
So solid.
His reads are good. His adaptation, he made sure to make the right decisions on the fly. And that's what you need to do, you know, to be clutch as a player. That's what you need to win tournaments, especially when there are short sets like these. 2 out of 3s.
Yes, 2 out of 3, man. You've got limited time to adapt and download, so you always got to be on your feet, man.
And I don't know who we're going to have up. Oh, John Numbers.
John Numbers sitting down.
I didn't hear who he has to fight next. John Numbers.
Well, he is going to play next. Also, you know what the Emukiller SD thing reminds